Hello crochet friends, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you two typical ways that you can start an amigurumi project. The magic ring method and the chain 2 method. I personally don't think there is a right or wrong way to do it. I think it's all about your preference, which is why I want to show you both ways. So that way if you're just getting started on your amigurumi crochet journey, you have a little reference point for both, and then you can see which one you like better moving forward in your creation journey. So I will start with the magic ring. What you first need to do is you will take your string, you're going to wrap it around these fingers. You want to give yourself a decent amount of a tail, just like that. It's going to cross over so that you're kind of closing up the tail on this side, okay? You're gonna take your hook, stick it through, pull it up. And this is the part where it can get a little tricky if you're a beginner. You're gonna have to hold it into place while doing a chain. See, now I gotta start it for myself, and I'm not a beginner, so it can be difficult for anybody. All right, let's start this again. You're going to wrap it around these 3 fingers. I like to hold it right there. Pull it through like that. I like to lock it on so that it's nice and sturdy. And you want to take your hook, pull it through. You see I kind of switched it like that to be now held in between those 2 fingers so that I can do a chain 1. Then you are going to proceed to do your, however many your pattern says. Typically you'll start with a 6. I would say in most amigurumi projects, usually no more than an 8. So let's see, you'll go 1, then you'll put your stitch marker in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have this nice big loop like this. You're going to grab your tail here, hold it just not too tight, don't pinch it, just hold it to keep it in place, and then slightly pull to close it up. And then your tail will be closed, or your hole will be closed, your tail. I pulled this out by accident. Put that back in, see, nice. And then what you would do next is typically you work in the round with amigurumi projects. Typically you will not slip stitch and chain 1. You would typically just do your stitch marker and single crochet into that very first one right there, and proceed to work your pattern as so. Usually it's a double crochet around for the first one, but again, whatever your pattern says, you would just continue to work that way, right? And then let me show you the chain 2 method, which honestly, if you are a beginner for amigurumi, I would suggest the chain 2 method to start. That's how I started. I had so much frustration with the magic ring that I almost gave up amigurumi altogether. It just drove me nuts. Eventually I did perfect it, and now I prefer it, but in the beginning it was definitely not my go-to. Anyways, so for the chain 2 method, you are going to slip stitch, which is just like that. How do I slip stitch? Okay. Same way, you can do it just like that, but you would pull it up, see? And now we have a slip stitch, adjustable on our chain, or on our hook. And then we're going to chain 1, 2. And then in that first chain, so you would skip the second chain, that would be the second right here, and then the first. You would work your, like I said, usually it's 6, but however many your pattern says, we're just saying 6 for demonstration. So you would work your 6 in the chain 2 spot, like so. And then again, you would proceed with your pattern and single crochet back into that very first one. and move forward from there. As you can see, there's really not much of a difference in what they look like. I would tell you, you can feel that this hole is not as tight. And that is why I think most people prefer the magic ring, because you can get it nice and tight. But again, if you're a beginner, I definitely would say this is probably your go-to. I would not recommend using the chain 2 method if your pattern calls for more than 8 single crochet in the starting ring. I just find that more than 8 in a chain 2 is a little too bulky, but anything, you know, under that, perfectly fine. Go with the chain 2. Hey, if not, go with the magic ring. Like I said, either way, it's not wrong. Either way gets you started and you get to make something cute. I hope that this little tip today helped you guys. If you would like more tips, tricks, patterns, and tutorials for free, please hit that subscribe button and follow along to my channel. Okay, bye.